Hey guys, Tyrup here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Faymonville approach. Playing today, spawning on the left, we've got Markov playing as OKW, and straight away locking into Luftwaffe ground forces. Face off against them, we have TwistedTootsy playing as US forces, straight away locking into Mechanised. In terms of ranks, very even. I think like TwistedTootsy's rank 11, Markov rank 12, something like that. Very even match, and very high ranking as well. So interesting here, TwistedTootsy puts his tank trap like all the way back here, which I suppose does allow him like easy access to it if he's running from his base trying to capture this point. Good cover against these positions here, but allows it to be wide off and turned against him so easily from that position. That's exactly what happens here. And here comes the WC-51 with a rifleman inside, looking to force away the stern pies, and does so. There's a nice soft retreat there from TwistedTootsy as well, not having a hard retreat with his rear echelon, can come out and cap with them now. And go for a full chase down. Interesting, Markov boarding a Kugel right now, not cancelling it upon seeing the WC-51. I think that's a big mistake from him, because that WC-51, once it gets the 50 cal upgrade, just eats the Kugel for breakfast. It is not even close. But here we go, bringing it in, trying to make the most of the period now before it gets the 50 cal. It's only 5 munitions away from that. Back the other way, rear echelon don't quite manage to get the neutralized there, and the Volksgrenadier is going to be able to chase them off. Oh, no, maybe not. TwistedTootsy coming in with the push. Big time push. Oh, very impressive push, but here comes the Kugel. Looking for the white. No, not going to quite get it. Trying to get into the retreat path again with this squad, but another nice push there from TwistedTootsy, in the rear echelon is going to escape alive. Oh, that was a dangerous situation. Now it looks like he's making another dive onto the cutoff, but the stern pies are there. But he does have the 50 cal upgrading. Kugel trying to do some cutoff neutralization of its own. 50 cal about to pop, but WC-51's getting quite low. Pops out with an AT grenade. And that's going to be the end of the Kugel. And there is the 50 cal upgrade. So some nice maneuvering from TwistedTootsy early on, denies a wipe on the rear echelon, gets a kill on the Kugel, and Markov in some big trouble now, but TwistedTootsy trying to be greedy, not trying to just back away and play safe and repair this up, instead trying to do damage to the stern pies, and they pick it off there at max range. He also could have maybe backed away this way, but tried to back away this way, keep the damage on to the stern pioneers, and ends up losing WC-51. So I thought Markov with that start was out of the match, but killing WC-51 is right back in it now. TwistedTootsy also gone for a second rear echelon, and now a squad of cavalry riflemen as well. They're chasing down this squad. He's waiting for another one to arrive, trying to set up a 2v1 with that soft retreat. Cavalry rifleman going to try and take cover behind the sandbags here. Not going to be very effective at this long range though. Tries to get himself out of negative cover for the engagement, but still not so close that the cav rifles can actually do too much damage. And TwistedTootsy, he does have a squad advantage right now. The extra officer coming in. Senior grenade, dodges forwards, manages to complete the capture before retreating. Looks like he's going to try a cap with this low health squad on the front line, which is somewhat confusing, and sending the healthy one to the back. But yeah, that was tough start for Markov, but he has gone for this commander with the Fallschirmjäger. I'm a little bit surprised he's not going for Fallschirmjäger, he's going for a machine gun right now instead. Generally this is the timing where you want to call on your first squad of them. Especially when you're like one squad down, essentially. Instead of going for the Kubel instead of an extra squad. But a machine gun's pretty good as well. Especially if you can get control of the center with it. Ooh, rear echelon late retreat, and they do go down there. Alright, and now a second machine gun from Markov. Going to see an AA half-track from TwistedTootsy. I think I briefly saw him building an M3 there, but then cancelled it. Ooh, another late retreat here from Tootsie. They didn't get away. There we go, machine gun from one side, fortunately just from the other. Rifleman probably going to end up losing this. Cap rifles getting forced away in that 2v1. So all of a sudden things going wrong for TwistedTootsy, and he hasn't managed to squeeze an ambulance into his build yet. So the manpower bleed's going to be quite sharp for him.
Got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
There we go. Forces the stern pies off. Should be able to crawl out of the machine gun's arc there. Does have a squad nearby, but that's also not too healthy. Probably strong enough to beat this. Especially if the machine gun gets in range for it. Oh, he's got the heavy cover there to block a little bit of damage from the MG. Try and stall the cap. It's going to be a close one, but he just retreats. Here comes a half-track. The problem is, Markov has gone for Mechanized. And the A half-track can struggle against, by the looks, all the Puma. And he's pretty close to that now, so this could be tough for TwistedTootsy. He's a little bit short on manpower now as well to get an AT gun to help back up the A half-track. And his A half-track is coming in a little bit late. On the 8-minute mark now. I think he got an extra squad of riflemen at some stage to bolster his forces, which is why he's a little bit low on manpower. Ooh, and there we go. Nice move from TwistedTootsy there. Using attack ground on the A half-track so he would reload the A half-track. So next engagement is going to be fully stocked. Doesn't have to go through the reload timer. During the next fight, you know, I did cover that in a micro tips video a while ago. Nice to see somebody actually using it. No, I'm not taking credit for him using it, but yeah, very rare to see that tip used. And it's nice to see it used. Yeah, it's going to be the Puma for Markov. There is a cavalry rifleman somewhat close. Oh, here comes the Puma. A half-track, gonna get on its bicycle. We do have a squad nearby-ish for a snare. A half-track can do pretty good damage to the Puma with its gun. Puma flanking around. In comes a squad for the snare. He's trying to go for a forward ambulance here, and this could backfire horribly. Puma smokes, no AT grenade yet, and there it goes. But it looks like the Puma's going to escape. Or maybe not. Can he get in there, do a little bit more damage? Puma trying not to run away. Backing itself into a corner here. This could be dangerous. And yeah, forward ambulance gone ham. Senior grenade to win that engagement. Rifleman getting away very low on health. And here we go. Calling in some Fallschirmjäger to try and swing the engagement. But they will probably take quite a lot of damage as they get airdropped in here. Ambulance coming forwards. They dropped right onto the road as well, and they are taking so much damage on that road. Could even get the wipe here. He brings the captain along. Little captain looking for the wipe. Squad's coming in, trying to finish off the Puma. There we go. Fallschirmjäger go down. I don't think that's going to be enough damage. Needs one more AT grenade, and until then he's just going to have to suffer the bleed. Trying to play at a cautious range with the ambulance. In fact, that should probably go back to base now. So we can heal up this squad and base. But no, he's keeping it on the front line. AT grenade just about back. He's sprinting in there with the on me. Oh, and it doesn't even need to do it. Just the small arms damage finishing the job. Looks like he's going to send those low health squads out to the ambulance on the front lines. Instead of sending the ambulance back to base. But man, what a chaotic start to this game. Just back and forth action. Crazy, crazy game. Markov just like losing that squad Fallschirmjäger. That was so costly. Dropping them onto the road, they just took so much damage. And this is a huge amount of units here for Tootsie. But the machine gun going to allow Markov to win the day. And it can be tricky fighting against double machine guns. With all these units just end up constantly running into them. Hard to regather map control, but TwistedTootsy did go for the captain, so he does. But the pack outs are available, and that's really, really strong on this map, especially. The squad of Fallschirmjäger getting dropped in. Interesting sandbag positioning here from Markov. Just something I've been playing around with a lot, like building it quite close to a blocker that your opponent maybe can't make good use of them. Oh, here we go. Half track coming in. And he looks like he swapped a squad into this so it would have vet. He's got the vehicle crew out and running around. This was the echelon squad he swapped into it. So he could make use of the step on it straight away, but 2 Fausts in. Ultimately though, not enough damage. Can't stick around for a 3rd Faust, which would finish the job. So the move works out pretty well. Just to see, what did he put in there though? There's a squad of riflemen he put in there? Yeah, it was. Oh boy, that would have been an expensive loss.
A capture point is being overrun.
Doesn't gain any variance on the vehicle crew either for later on. But it kind of worked out. It did allow him to force away all of Markov's forces. High risk, high reward stuff there. All to make use of that step on it straight away.
A capture point is under attack.
Heavy cover, not enough. He's had a couple models standing out of the cover there. So getting suppressed. And interestingly, TwistedTootsy gone for another re-echelon squad.
Weapon rack is now. We're losing a capture point.
That's a little surprising. Guess he's gonna put them with bazookas, go for the bazooka bus, which he is famous for. So you can see how much he's struggling with territory control right now. The STGs on the Fallschirmjäger making life so hard, which is why he just ticked weapon racks. It's time to get some bars, some bazookas going. Ooh, Captain, gonna get home. Didn't never upgrade the captain with the bar either, which is a little bit unusual. One of the real benefits of getting a captain, getting that weapon access early on, a little bit of extra firepower. Get to lieutenant. Ooh. Okay, Cav Rifle's jumping into the M3. I think he's going to try to get this machine gun out of the building. We do have a Raketten coming onto the map though for Markov. That could be important. Just drives it head on into the squad. Takes a Faust. There's a lot of damage to them though. Ultimately forcing the retreat. Raketten coming in behind this. Maybe looking for the follow-up kill, but we'll need 2 shots to get the kill. And that's health. There we go, making use of the on me, this time just for the combat bonus. I believe on me is free, so might as well use it.
Half track is ready for orders.
I'm slightly clumsy here, capping with 2 squads. But you can see Markov, you know, on the back of his double machine gun Fallschirmjäger drop, causing TwistedTootsy a lot of map control issues. He's just constantly had like 2/3 or more of the territory under his control. TwistedTootsy really struggling to find his way back onto the map. Here we go. M3 going chasing. Pretty close to Vet 1 now on its own performance. Okay, could get the wipe here on the Sternpires. This should be really nice. There's some really good blocking as well. Interrupting the pathing. He equips the AP ammo, popping the step on up to clear the arc. Cav rifles jump out. M3 trying to make it away, but does not get out in time.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
And now just trying to juke the arc of the machine gun. Switching from window to window. Got the Sternpire wipe at least. Not the end of the world. And here comes a squad around the corner. In fact, 2 squads has to retreat. But he was doing pretty good damage. Ultimately would have forced those squads out, I think. Won the engagement, but on this occasion. Now, in comes a mortar half-track. Clearing out these machine guns. That's a spicy choice. Faust coming through. Raketten looking for the follow-up. If it can get a shot in here, we'll get the kill.
The capture point is under attack.
Looks like it's not going to be able to get close enough, but that's actually a pretty smart idea against the double machine guns going for mortar half-track. Could still have gone for the pack outs as well, which is maybe like the safer choice. Won't delay your fuel progress towards a tank, but you know, I'm up for it. Seeing the mortar half track. Oh, late retreat from Markov, and he loses his Fallschirmjäger. Oh, speaking of late retreats, just a Tootsie gonna get away though. Cav rifleman, very close call. And here comes a tank for Markov. He put down his tech quite far forwards as well.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
And now looking further with the tank. We do have 2 bazooka re-echelon squads. He does have access to an AT gun as well if he chooses to build it, which he probably will. But TwistedTootsy himself still about 50 fuel away from his own tank. Briefly queued up a half-track there. Decides against it, goes for another squad of cavalry riflemen, straight away upgrading them with the Thompsons.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture
But
points.
yeah, Markov about to get out that tank. Let's see how TwistedTootsy deals with it with these rear echelon bazookas.
Now ready.
The issue is, you know, generally if you're trying to fight with these bazookas, you do take a lot more manpower bleed compared to using an anti-tank gun. Which is why it's not ideal, especially against the OKW Panzer IV with that tough frontal armor. Bounce a few more of the bazooka shots, although it doesn't look like a... I don't think it bounced a single one there, maybe it bounced one. Some pretty good penetration RNG. Smoke into the center there onto the machine gun. Panzer IV switches sides, making itself useful, even damaged, and Markov having to rebuild his Stern Pioneers now, so he's a little bit delayed in the repairs, but the re-echelon looking for another volley of bazookas to connect.
We're losing a capture point.
At this point, and in comes the Sherman, so he did manage to bridge that gap. I was going to be rewarded for it. Panzer IV looking for an angle here. Echelon also looking for an angle on the Panzer IV in response. Ooh, that could have been a big mortar half-track shell. Clumped on light cover, around half health. Ooh, nasty P4 shot.
A capture point is under
And he
attack.
dash on to the cutoff here. The half-track pulls back. Has to be worried about maybe a Raketen pushing in with this.
Go ahead.
And getting the kill on the mortar half-track, so he plays cautiously with it.
Sherman ready.
And the real advantages of going for a Sherman in this commander is you can upgrade with the bulldozer blade, and that's exactly what TwistedTootsy is doing. It's a little bit extra armor, extra health. Major artillery drops. Takes away the machine gun, and here comes the Sherman looking for a wipe on this squad. Raketen coming around the corner. Trying to bait him in here. Sherman extracting itself on an unusual angle. Do have 2 squads available, potentially with the Faust, but I think that will put it out of range. The extra health? No, not quite.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Whoa, bazookas connecting. Sherman switching rounds. P4 chasing in, but misses that shot, and that is enough to deter him. Chase around the corner, knowing the bazookas are nearby as well. Definitely don't want to gamble it. Ooh, Cav rifles forgotten about. Sternpires should go for the chase down here. Can't quite get enough damage on. Very close call though. Now the Panzer IV is going to retreat back to base, where the Stern Pioneers are also going to retreat too. So we can repair that up quickly. Sherman already back at full strength though. It's the vehicle crew double rear echelon combo. Ooh, Raketen missing a crucial shot. Destroys the sandbags there, interesting choice. And I heard target destroyed over here.
Nuts. We got orders coming.
Sort of a squad of Volkswagen go down. Was it another piece of cover or sandbag getting destroyed? I'm not sure. P4 still not full health, but switching sides. Looking to knock out the captain here. Empire's back up to full, or just about full models. Not full health, didn't use the med kit on them. And P4 a little bit of a chase down, but doesn't get any of the captain models. Oh, here we go, gets one right, right as I say that. Sherman off to a really strong start, 8 kills already, looking for a few more here. Getting lined up a shot. Oh, Sherman backs around the corner just before the Raketen gets a hit.
Half-track, waiting for orders.
Timed. Markov trying to bait the Sherman around the corner, and does. Gets one shot in. But, you know that. Oh, there's a second shot in. P4 coming in now. Looking for the wipe on the rifleman. Almost gets it. Here comes the squad of re-echelon then. On hand to help protect the Sherman, and the Sherman does get heavy crush. The bulldozer upgrade, taking full advantage of it there, crushing all of that terrain. Interesting, going for smoke, expecting a machine gun to be in that house. Was not.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
Before coming in. Ooh.
Enemy forces have 300
But a strong fight back onto the map here from TwistedTootsy. Markov's been on the back foot for a while thanks to the Sherman double RE Zuka combo. But they might be about to turn around. Markov getting his second Panzer IV timing here. This could be a little bit too much for TwistedTootsy to handle with just his current anti-tank setup. And interestingly enough, he's gone for another M3. And popped in a squad of riflemen into that. Ooh, squad wipe. Smoking to try and get away. Fresh Panzer IV coming in hot. Recon plane coming in from the major for TwistedTootsy. He's trying to get away. I think he still needs 2 shots. No, just the one. And Sherman goes down. And now it looks like maybe the Panzer IV think about going after the mortar half-track. TwistedTootsy quick to pull that back. And on the other side... Oh, he did. He took down the Panzer IV over here with the bazooka bus. Sorry, couldn't catch both of those on the screen at the same time. Ooh, what? Oh no! Oh, the long-range scatter shot takes down the ambulance. Here comes the bazooka bus. Trying to knock out the second Panzer IV. The bazooka bus goes down, but the re-echelon should be able to finish the job here. There we go. Oh, doesn't quite pick up his second bazooka there. But I'd managed to take down both Shermans with the bazooka bus there, so... maybe now TwistedTootsy's ahead again. Oh man, this match is just crazy back and forth action. Oh, on meing across to pick up the bazooka. No, just to get behind heavy cover. And the mortar half-track now, trying to soften up these squads. No re-echelon come and regather that. And another Sherman coming for TwistedTootsy, so he's ahead. Markov's still about 40 fuel away from his next tank. So TwistedTootsy could do quite a lot of damage in the meantime. And he does have an infantry advantage now as well, it seems. Markov without much veterancy on his squads, having to rebuild them.
Ambulance taking the field. Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Okay, Faymonville ripping in long range here. Okay, rifle's dropping fast. No retreat. What's he doing? What was that? It's okay, well, forget what I said about infantry advantage for TwistedTootsy. Maybe it's back to level pegging now. On the other side of the map though does force away the machine gun and could even get the wipe on it here. Kitten got a shot in on the Sherman there early on. Kitten pushing up alongside the Volksgrenadiers here, looking to get some more damage in. Sherman continuing the push forwards, and there we go, second shot in. Now Sherman just has to pull back. All the way to base here to repair. This guy's took quite a lot of damage from the Volksgrenadier in the meantime as well. Sherman, he's not playing timidly with it. Can still take one more hit because of that tiny amount of repairs it received. And now he on-me's the captain, looking for the Raketen wipe, and he gets it. Really good use of the on-me there from TwistedTootsy. And now the steal on the Raketen. He is way ahead after that maneuver. Okay, we do have a Panzer IV coming in for Markov. But man, it's going to be an uphill battle. 2 bazooka squads. He could probably get an M3 with the bazooka bus again without too much trouble. And Raketen. That is a sharp difference in the amount of anti-tank between these two players. But yeah, some really impressive use of on me so far this game from TwistedTootsy. You can tell he is very well practiced in this strategy. Pulling off quite a few tricks so far this game as well, with, you know, a half-track reload. Okay, Panzer IV up for Markov now. As I said, TwistedTootsy pretty much at their resources for the next bazooka bus.
Sherman, taking fire! Task complete.
And it looks like he's smoking out this to try and go for the neutralize on the cutoff here. Will he even try to go for the kill on the truck? He's bringing up the Raketen. Is that major artillery getting dropped there? No. That is airborne assault. P4 coming forwards, but takes engine damage. Takes 2 Raketen shots. Truck in trouble. He's also dropping the delayed fuse barrage from the mortar half-track, and he knocks out the truck. And that's enough. Markov throwing in the towel. And TwistedTootsy takes the match. This was a really good game. Not a long one, but constant back and forth action. Lead switching multiple times throughout the match. But yeah, ultimately TwistedTootsy coming through with some clutch plays. Bazooka Bus taking down both the Panzer IVs. Ultimately, I think what sealed the game here for TwistedTootsy. But yeah, just really entertaining game. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.